Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Star Wars action figure review on the Diamond Select Toys Disney Store exclusive Chewbacca. If you're trying to pick this up, you can do so at it's a Shop Disney or a Disney Park exclusive, but if you're trying to get your other Star Wars figures, you can do so at
Search your feelings, you know it be true.
Darkside Toys is a store for you. Link below.
While you're down there, I ask you to please hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And we have some pretty nice packaging right over here. On the back, you can see a bunch of warning stuff along with the accessories, and we have text written in Arabic right over here, and then not much more at the top or the bottom. So let's go ahead and slice this thing open. Easy to slice right over here. Just two pieces right there, and let's get them out of the box. Ooh, doesn't look too bad so far. We have some tape on the side, and ooh, a whole bunch of accessories. All right, not a bad looking Chewbacca already. Let's get him back on the rotating base. And here's Chewbacca back on the rotating base, looking pretty cool. I'm really liking what I'm seeing, and then I have some gripes that we'll discuss as well. But first, let's get a closer look at the accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. So we have two sets of accessories over here. I guess I should have put them differently, you know what I mean? Gone like this, and then these two go over here. I mean, basically, this bandolier and this gun right here are for the Solo, a Star Wars movie Chewbacca. So you can see that right there with nice brown paint. I really like the sculpted detail on this. Looks really good. Then yeah, you have the bandolier right here with nice silver paint apps. I love the black wash mixed in there, making it look all leathery and stuff. The pouch looks really good and everything. Then we have our classic Chewbacca right over here with his bowcaster. Nice silver paint detail on it. Really dig that quite a bit. And it doesn't come apart on me, which I'm so happy about, because with the Star Wars 6-inch Black Series version, that one just comes apart way easy. All the versions did. With this one right here being very solid, I like it very much. I haven't really figured out an accessory to plug in right over here so I could have it shooting. I tried the blast effect that came with the DST Stormtroopers, and that's just not fitting in there properly. So if you have an idea, let me know. And then here we have the regular Chewbacca satchel right over here, looking very cool. Again, making it look very leathery and everything. Now, when you put this on, and I'm going to just demonstrate with this one, it will tend to kind of slip over the shoulder, and now he's got a hula hoop, you know, so I tend to try to twist Chewie's head over to get that hair tucking that bandolier into the shoulder, and that works out pretty well for me. With this one, it's a lot easier because it just sits on both sides, but yeah, with this one, it'll tend to fall down, and that just looks pretty good to me. I'm happy with that. Did want to compare it to a couple of Black Series Chewbacca head sculpts, none of which I think are bad, but I can't remember exactly which one this is right here. I think it's the same as the first release version, but yeah, you can see a proper head sculpt comparison right there. Then here is a Solo Star Wars movie version right over here. Again, not bad. But for some reason, I feel like this one just captures the likeness of Chewbacca a little bit better for me. It may be that this has a whole lot more paint detail in it, and it's just more involved as far as the aesthetics go. I just really like it a lot. I like how the browns change color throughout and everything. It looks like we get 3 different browns on this figure. You have a lighter highlight tan, and then your mid-tone, and a really dark tone. It's actually 4 different tones. Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing 4 different tones of brown throughout on the figure. I think that's really awesome. The hands look really good over here. A little bit of paint detail on those hands too. You can see the fingernails and everything. You have the supporting hand and the gun holding hand. By the way, it's very easy for him to hold his weapons. I really like that a lot. It gets a little bit weird around the crotch area. I feel like maybe that this could have gotten pushed up more, and it really stands out to me most when he's in a vanilla pose like this. It doesn't stand out as much as when you get him articulated and standing in a more dynamic pose, but it still bothers me how there's a little bit of a gap right there. It just looks a bit weird around the hips. The legs look really good though. Again, I love seeing the different tones of brown throughout over here. Would have been nice if they can get like hair sculpt in the hinges. I don't know, but there's your Wookiee butt, Wookiee back, and we get the Wookiee toes right over there with peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And then there's the top of the feet as well. You can see you got a little bit of scuff right there on that big toe. So not the very best of articulation over here, but not bad for a Diamond Select Toys figure. Anyway, you can turn Chewie's head side to side. You get a little bit of head pivoting right there, and he can barely move up and just barely moves down. The shoulder will move outward that much and down that far. You could rotate a full 360. You get single jointed elbows that do not meet the 90-degree mark, and both wrists turn side to side, and they both hinge up and down. That's where the joint is. It's not actually right in there, but it's right up over there. And then you don't get any torso articulation. You just get the waist swivel right here. You can't really move it forward and back at all. And I did heat this figure up. I recommend you do that, heating up the figure before you start moving it around. You can move the legs outward very far, and you can get them to kick forward that much and back a little bit. We don't get an upper thigh cut over there, but we just get the single jointed knees that do bend in right at around the 90-degree mark. Not quite. You also get rotation at the knees. The ankle articulation is pretty tricky. There's a lot of hair in the way and stuff, but you could kind of move it down a little bit. You do get side to side rotation right there and a little bit of ankle pivot. Again, the hair sculpt gets in the way, but the ankle pivot does exist. Now to measure out this new Chewbacca figure, you can see that it is standing at almost 8.5 inches tall. Then for a size comparison, you could see Chewie next to the other Diamond Select Toys Star Wars figures. We have Darth Maul, Boba Fett, and the Stormtrooper, and I really like the height difference between these figures. I also like that these latest releases kind of fit in with a consistent part of Star Wars lore, right? Like Maul just feels like terribly out of place over here, right? It's still not a bad figure though, I do like it. Then for a Chewbacca comparison, you can see that we have our 6-inch Black Series Chewies right over here. You can see the original trilogy version, and then we have our solo movie version right there. Out of these three, which one is your favorite? I think it might be the DST one for me. I don't know, but I really, really like it. Then here's the Diamond Select Toys Chewbacca next to one of the Star Wars 6-inch Black Series Han Solo. I think this is the 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back version. I could be mistaken, but anyway, these don't really work into scale together perfectly. Somebody had mentioned something about them standing in scale just fine, but yeah, I feel like the Hasbro 6-inch Black, the bowcaster thing again, yeah, but this, these fit fine in scale. I feel like he's a little too large compared to Han right over here. Then here's the Diamond Select Toys Chewbacca next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. I think it's really awesome that you and Han Solo are best friends and everything, but why do you guys speak different languages to each other? I mean, it's like watching a Chinese guy and a Mexican guy talk to each other, but the Chinese guy only speaks Chinese and the Mexican guy only speaks Mexican. Like, why don't you both speak Mexican or both speak Chinese? I don't get it! This Star Wars stuff is not very great! So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love to the channel by hitting that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. And a big thank you to all these people that support this content via Patreon and membership. The help does go a long way in helping this content and channel grow. If you're in a position to do so and you're interested, check it out. Link below for the perks. And this figure is really cool. I do like it. I'm actually thinking this is probably my favorite Chewbacca figure. I don't know, I gotta give it a little bit of time. It doesn't have any upper torso articulation at all, and I think that's my biggest gripe with the figure. I did mention the thing with the legs, but as soon as you get him posed, as you can see in these pictures over here, it doesn't look as bad when you get the figure posed around. I'm not trying to say the issue isn't there at all, but it's not that big of an issue for me personally. I really do like this piece. Figures, geez, the prices are going up higher. Everything's going up higher right now. It's a little frustrating to see, but I gotta say, I still like this piece, and at the price point for around 35 bucks, I'm gonna give this Chewbacca figure a Sud rating of...
I love it!
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. If you want to stay in touch with me over on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok, and I will have a Marvel Legends review going up tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, and I will catch you guys later. Peace! And then there's the top...
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.